Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Chala, welcome back to the Queen of Web Academy channel. So today we are going into another phase of programming, which is learning JavaScript. You might have been hearing JavaScript here and there, so we are starting today. Alright, so in this video, I just want to teach you how to code JavaScript inside your Android phone using TrebEdit. 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 So that is TrebEdit. So if you have not downloaded the app before, you can go and download it and start trying something out, right? Okay, so I have made a special video on how to actually use TrebEdit generally. So you may need to go to my previous videos, especially inside web development or something. You're going to see the video I made on how to use TrebEdit for Android users. So today the main thing we want to do with this video is how to link your JavaScript file, how to create JavaScript file, then how to link it with your HTML file. All right, so let's start by clicking on our workspace. And inside this workspace, we want to keep all of our work inside my text journey. So, but for this JavaScript, I'm going to create a special folder. And I'm going to name the folder JavaScript. Then I save that. Inside this JavaScript is when I'm now going to create two different files. The first file for our HTML, so I'm going to name it index.html. Then save that. Then I'm going to create the second one, which is our JavaScript file. JavaScript file must end with an extension JS. That stands for JavaScript. All right, so it can be any name, but popularly we use script.js. Sometimes it can be index.js. It depends on what you want to do. All right, so you save that one too. So where do we want to have our work? It's going to be inside index.html. So first thing, generate the HTML snippet, and you can change the title to JavaScript. Right, so change the title to JavaScript. All right, having done that, then you come inside your, so now the next thing is to link your JavaScript to your HTML file. So to link JavaScript with HTML file, you make sure it is the last thing that is coming after every code before the closing tag of body, before this closing tag of body. So let's say we have a lot of code inside this HTML file. Your script must be the last thing inside this inside the body tag. So it must be the last thing before the closing tag of body. Why? Because we want HTML to load before it loads our JavaScript. If we actually put it at the beginning, so it might want to load JavaScript before it loads HTML. Meanwhile, most cases, JavaScript needs some part of HTML to actually load correctly. All right. So for this case, what do we use to link it? We use the element script to open JavaScript. Then inside this script, inside the opening tag of script, you're going to add an attribute of source, just like you do for your where is source? It's not here. Just like you do when you are learning image. So what is now your source? It is the exact name you saved your JavaScript file with, which is script.js. Right? So now we have successfully linked but how do you confirm that you have linked? So my explanation before is that you may have a lot of tags, you may have a lot of content here. Your script must be the last thing before the closing tag of this body element. Please don't forget. All right. Don't come and put it at the beginning or at the middle. No, let it be the last thing. So having done this, we need to confirm if we have successfully linked our JavaScript to our index, to our HTML. So if you want to do that, then we need to open our JavaScript file. Click on JavaScript, and then this is what we want to use to check it out. We want to use alert. So alert usually comes with a kind of pop-up message that we want to give to our user. So you write alert, then you open your bracket, and inside the bracket you're going to open quotation mark. It can be either double or single quotation, anyone is fine. It's going to work the same way. Then what's the message you want to type there? Any message at all. We just want to know that it is successfully linked to our HTML before we proceed. So I can just say hello Habeebah, or whatever you want to use. So I can just say hello Habeebah, then you go back to your HTML file and see if you can see that on your web page. Oh, so this is the mistake here. It has to be SRC and not SAR, and this way you should see it now. So this page says hello Habeebah. All right, so that is just it. You have successfully linked your HTML file with your JavaScript file on your phone. Another thing I need to add for you, especially those of you using TrebEdit, is how to check for your results on a console. So using console. So whenever, don't worry, you may not understand what console means now, but by the time we start learning, because I will be recording most of our lessons on my laptop, so I don't want you to get lost or get confused on how to check for some results. So that's the essence. I'm adding that to this video, so you may just need to come back to this one and see what I have taught you. So sometimes we may want to see the result. You know, there is this result now. We are seeing it on our web page directly, saying this page says hello Habeebah. So that is because we used alert. But in case I use console.log, you won't see it here on the web page directly. So let me quickly do that for you. Let's say I remove this alert and I typed console.log. So if I have something like this, let's go back to our HTML. You're not going to see it on the web page. So nothing is showing here, but it is somewhere. So we usually use this. Developers, we use console.log to check for errors or to check for a particular result that we don't want to show on our web page yet. Now, let's say you have a web page that is functioning, people are using the web page, and you want to include some new features or you want to change some features. By the time you are trying to create it, you might want to test some things. You know, so you don't have to take it to the main page where users will start seeing that where does this come from? Why is it reappearing and disappearing? All right, so instead of you to do that, then we use console.log to see everything. And also console.log, if you have error on your JavaScript code, one of the best places you can see what is actually wrong is going to your console.log. So as you have seen here now, so this is it. So you can click on this thing that is beside. So you can click on this thing that is beside this icon that looks like a TV. This particular one here, the first icon here, the top right side, the very first one. Click on it and it's going to bring out your console. So if you have error, it's going to show you some errors here that no, this or that is not correct. Another place where you can see your console.log is right on your JavaScript code editor page by clicking on this play icon. So when you click on display, it's going to bring your console page. Are you getting that? You're going to see console.log hello Habeebah. That is what console does. So by the time we start learning and I ask you to use console.log to see the result or to check for errors, then you're going to see that here. If there is any error on my page, let me see. Let's say I didn't include when I put something like this, let me check the console log. So it's going to tell me that caught syntax unexpected identifier name because I have not declared any variable name, all right? And it has seen the error and it is telling me JavaScript script.js. This one means line 1. So if the error is appearing on the 4th or 5th line, it is going to tell us. All right, so let me just copy this error. And then I want to paste it here. Then I will correct this part. And then we will see again. So it is going to tell us where the error is. Line 6. And by the time you check, it's actually on line 6. So in case you have some errors on your JavaScript, something is not working, you can use your console.log to see what is actually wrong. And in most cases, it's going to direct you to the exact line or the exact page that has issue. Alright, so in the next class, we are going to learn variables, learn other stuff that you need to start learning on JavaScript. Bye.